Hello, here we are, happy Friday. Here we are on Happy Friday. Yeah, it's 45, but that's it. That's as warm as it's gonna get, and then it's just gonna start dropping the rest of the day. Yesterday it was 74-ish. I don't know. It was nice, and now today is 40 something, but tomorrow is going to be back to 60, and then by Wednesday it's going to be 77. I mean, what in the world? And I have a river running in my ditch. That's normal though. Normally that whole ditch, I mean, it gets about 2 to 3 feet deep in water. So it's not so bad today. Yeah. And my neighbor's going camping. She sent me an email because she works with me. She sent me an email and said they were going camping today. And I was like, did you look at the weather? I mean, apparently campers don't care, you know? Apparently campers are just like, oh, it's fine. No, it's not fine. I am not built for this kind of weather, okay? I am just not. Come on, we're gonna go this way, buddy. So anyway, I started yesterday. Well, first of all, after the HVAC guy left, I had the baby gate up so that the babies could not try to, unalive him. Anyway, after he left and I went in there to remove the baby gate to unleash the hounds. So I made a little video of that, so I'll include that here. Okay, he's leaving. Y'all ready? Here we go. Unleash the hounds! Where'd he go, Penny? Then moving forward, I took that baby gate and I always keep it tucked in beside my dryer, but I apparently didn't make sure it was good and tucked in because the top corner was sticking out. Yeah, it was a sticking out. And you know what that means? It means I ran into it. And why are you running? You're chasing a bird? That's cool. I ran into that thing so hard. I was walking into that laundry room so hard to feed the cat amongst the dryer. Yeah, I was walking hard and I slammed into it. I was like, well, that's gonna leave a mark. Yeah, that's gonna leave a mark right there. That right there is gonna leave a mark because I hit it, and it was the corner, it had tipped out that way. So apparently there's something else squished in there that's causing it to not lay right. Something else fell off the washer. Sorry. Speaking of washers and dryers, this is going to be a very exciting conversation, but I've been thinking about getting my dryer is 17 years old. I bought the dryer the same time I got Dracy. I just changed her name to Dracy. And Bessie ain't running so well anymore, and she's starting to take longer to dry the clothes. And yes, it could be a heating element, but on a 17-year-old dryer, I bought the washer and dryer for, I want to say like $600. Brand new, but they're cheap. Estate was the brand. I don't even know if they make those anymore, but anyway. So my washer's about 10 years old, but it's a front load. And if you know anything about front loads, you got to work to keep that drum thing cleaned out so that your clothes don't stink. Because once you get that smell in your clothes, then you have to wash them all over again in vinegar and stuff to get that smell out of your clothes. And it's a horrible smell. So anyway, I thought, you know what? I might just replace them both. Because, I have so much money after having to pay a $435 heat bill last month, plus a plumber. But I'd rather just get both at the same time and have a matching set. But my question is, Okay, so I was gonna look at the double stacks. First, I thought I'm probably not tall enough for them. But then I realized if I get a double stack, then it's gonna be a front load, which is what I'm trying to get away from. So that's not gonna work. Because, yeah, the front load with the drum in the front, or whatever you call that thing. It's just a big thing, rubber thing that you have to keep cleaned out. I like it because I don't have to hang upside down in the washer to reach the lone sock that's hanging out in the back of the bottom of the washing machine that us short girls can't reach. But I'm just gonna have to buy a stool and stand on the stool and still bend in half with my feet up in the air to reach that one lone sock that you can't get to come to the front, where you can quite possibly reach it without much ado. But anyway, so my next question is, with an agitator or without an agitator? My friend Mitzi has one without an agitator, and she likes it. And she can fit like her comforter in it. Well, I like my front load because it doesn't have an agitator, and I can fit my bedspread in it. Plus, the agitator has been known to grab a hold of your bras and your brasiers and your camisoles and get them all tangled together and tangled up. But then someone else told me, my friend Kim told me, that the ones without an agitator, she didn't feel that they got her clothes and towels and stuff as clean. So I'm just wanting to know your experience on this manner. I gotta go pick up some poo. I'll be back. Okay, I know the washer was very exciting stuff, but I think I'm done with that now. So y'all can just tell me what you think of an agitator or a non-agitator. And I know a lot of people say don't get Samsung, which I'm not. However, that's what my washer is. And it's about 10 years old. And I haven't had any trouble with it, but I have read a lot of consumer reports saying not to buy a Samsung. So anyway, I'll probably end up with a GE or a Whirlpool or something along those lines. Are you pooping or you? Oh, she's pooping. Hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. And we're back. Okay, so my next thing is the funny thing that happened this morning. I mean, thank God I didn't, injure myself quite yet. But the funny thing that happened was Trina called me, right? And when Trina called me, I was listening to, he's a farmer. I use that term loosely. His name's Matt, and he lives on a farm, and he's a photographer, and he sounds very feminine in his speech pattern, right? And he goes out there and he is talking to the animals and the chickens, and he's like, get out of there. I can't stand y'all. I can't stand living here. I mean, he's funny. He does it all to be funny. Come on. Oh, my word. But anyway, I'm listening to him when the phone rings, and it's Trina. Well, I answered the phone and hit speaker because I was getting my clothes on when she called. And I said, hello. And then, for some reason, the video started playing again. And he was like, hey, blah, 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 whatever he was saying. And I was like, what is wrong with Trina's voice? She got a cold. Oh, sorry. It's really cold. I got to pull my hands in. I thought to myself, what is wrong with her? Is she sick? Because, her voice was low, but it still sounded feminine, And I'm like trying to listen, and I was so confused. It didn't last, but I don't know. It felt like forever, but it was probably only 3 or 4 seconds. But I was just like, what is she talking about? I can't really understand her. And then I realized, that's that daggum Matt. That is Matt. That's not Trina. The video started playing while I was on the phone. Hi, where are you going? We don't walk up the driveway to this house. No, that's not one of our Hi, this isn't one of our houses that we can just walk through their yard, okay? Come on. Stubborn as a mule. He is so stubborn. Oh my gosh, it is so cold. It is so cold. I don't care what y'all say, it is so cold. But anyway, I got so tickled. I was laughing. She was like, what? Because of course she couldn't hear what I was hearing. And he's like, hey, get Joe out of there. And I was like, who is she talking to? I mean, it was hilarious. And then I finally realized it was him. I just busted out laughing. And then I had to explain it all to her. She was like, only us. I said, I know, right? Because why would the video start playing when I answer the phone? That's usually when the video shuts up. It was on Facebook. And I pushed up the Facebook app, so it closed it, basically. I mean, it didn't shut it off completely. But you know what I'm saying? Facebook videos don't continue to play when the screen is not on. Now, my YouTube, because I pay for premium YouTube, it's like $13 a month or something, because I watch so many daggum videos and I don't have to watch the commercials. And I can go off the screen and it will continue to play, so I can listen to it while I'm, I don't know, playing a game, you know. Fun things like playing a game. Royal something. Royal, I don't know what the name of the game is I play. But anyway, oh my gosh! Oh, it's cold. Ooh, I got a river running across my driveway. Can y'all see it? It's not really a river. So I had a water leak in the pipes in my front yard, the ones that go from the house to the street. And they were the old pipes, rusted out, all that stuff. So when my best friend's husband came, he helped. Well, I didn't help. He did it all. But he laid new pipe. But he left the old pipe, because he said you have to dig down so much deeper to get all that out. He said, I'm just going to leave it. I was like, cool, that's fine. Well, the water still goes in that pipe, but then it's so holy that it's not holy. It's holy. It's whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's not H-O-L-Y holy. It's H-O-L-E-Y holy. Or is it W-H-O-L-L-Y holy? The English language is so confusing. But anyway, it's holy. So it sends water out all over the yard. So my whole front yard has little rivers. I mean, they all run down to the... Lord, that leaf blew, and I thought it was a critter moving, and I about screamed. Anyway, they all run down to the ditch, which is fine. Hi, buddy. You need some help? Hold on. Come here, buddy. Come here. No, you gotta come to me. Come on. Come to me. Come on. You're getting too old to take these steps. That's okay. Mama's got you. Mama's got you, buddy. There you go. Hold on. Let me get your thing off. Okay? I'll be back. I got off work and I went to walk the dogs, and it is freezing cold. Have I mentioned that today? That it's freezing cold. It's 42 now. It just keeps dropping. But it's not the temperature, it's the freaking wind. I mean, the street sign, it's not a street sign, but it's a parking sign that's in front of me is wobbling. It's doing the wobble, wobble, wobble. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Anyway, I'm about to go in Petco. But why did I come on here? I was going to come on here and say something. I'm probably going to remember as soon as I get inside, and then I'll be inside, so I can't talk. I wasn't even in the store when I remembered what I wanted to tell you, which is nothing. I mean, nothing. It's no big deal, except for the fact that I left home without my eyeglasses. I can see to drive. I can see to, you know, pay, to put my number in, all that stuff. I can't read. I got to pick out a birthday card for my dad, because today is my daddy's 88th birthday. 88. And he is such a kind man, and he goes to the church to help feed the homeless 3 times a week, and he's a member of his lodge, and he is on the treasury at the church, and he goes to breakfast 5 days a week. He stays busier than me as an 88-year-old man. I'm gonna give him what everybody likes. Cash. Cold, hard cash. Because when I asked him what he wanted or what he needed, he said nothing. I don't need nothing. I don't want nothing. I just want to spend time with my kids. I said, cool. So I'm going to give him cash. Because it fits. It always fits. Now I'm going in Publix. I'll be back. I knew it was going to happen to me sooner or later. I knew that being a people watcher and looking at everyone and everything, it was finally going to get me. Y'all, oh my gosh, why? My eyes, oh, why did I have to look? Well, what happened was, I was minding my own beeswax, and I was walking around in the store, and this man just goes walking, like I'm walking this way and he's walking this way. I had no choice but to look at him because he was directly in front of my eyeballs, okay? And now my eyeballs will never be the same. They will never be the same. No. So he had on a pair of overalls. He had on a sweatshirt under his overalls. Cool. Everything's fine. He had on a backpack. He had on a hat. You know, he's all dressed for the warm weather today. However, you know those buttons on the side of the overalls, whatever you call them. You know them buttons that are supposed to be buttoned? Ain't nary one of them was buttoned. Ain't nary one. So, when he went walking by in all that, and I looked straight at him, and I'm short, so I had really no other view except for what I saw. His overalls, he was a large man, okay? He had a belly. I mean, you know, I ain't judging him for it. I'm just saying, you're not gonna let me out. You're so kind. So kind. I just wanted to go get in that turn lane, but that's fine. That's fine. Just block the whole exit to the thing. Yeah, that's what you're not supposed to do. But maybe that's why the whole side of your car's beat up. But anyway, his overalls. He was a big man, like I said. And so his overalls, you know, where those buttons should have been like this so you could button them together, they were more like in a V. They were a wide open V. His sweatshirt did not go all the way down. So therefore, his underwear did not come up. So there was a gap in between where his sweatshirt ended and his underwear began. But his underwear were bikini high, okay? They were bikini high. You want to know how I know that? Because basically I saw his bikini. You know what I'm saying? I saw his bikini. Wow. I mean, I was like, I saw his belly crease. I saw his bikini. I saw the hair on his belly. Because them overalls would have fit me. Yeah, them overalls would have fit me. They hadn't fit him in a very long time. Because even that bottom button was not meeting the buttonhole. The button was over here, and the buttonhole was over here, and then it got worse as it went up. The things you see. Why? Why did I have to see it? Why do I have to be a people watcher and see these things? People are like, you notice everything. Well, that's because I'm a people watcher, okay? I'm a people watcher. I am always very conscious of everything that's going on. You don't, that's really shaking. I hope it's balancing itself out. But you don't work in a jail. You don't grow up working in a jail and not pay attention to everything. Or at least that's what I accredit it to. Of course, I've been a people watcher since birth, I think. But I didn't want to see it. I did not want to see that. And then all the people that's got on daggum flip-flops. Y'all, are you not cold? It's cold. I mean, oh, granted, or as I should say, granite. Countertops, granite. My weather app on my phone did say that the high today was going to be 64, but it did not mention that 64 was going to be at midnight last night. Yeah, and it has steadily dropped since then. So maybe when they left the house this morning, they dressed for what the day was going to hold, not for what it felt like, which I can't even imagine, walking out of the house in 40-degree weather with flip-flops on because it was going to be 64, because that's just too cold. I don't know. I probably did that when I was younger. I was probably dumb enough to do that when I was younger, but not nary anymore, because I get too cold and it takes me too long to warm up. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted y'all to share that experience with me of Bubba in the overalls. Bubba in the overalls. Nothing against anybody named Bubba, but if his name's not Bubba, he missed a daggum good chance for his name to be Bubba. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I am traumatized and scarred for life, and now I need to go boil my eyeballs. Okay? I'm just going to go boil my eyeballs. Speaking of boiling eyeballs, one last story and then I'm hanging up. My grandfather had a fake eye. He had glaucoma, and he had a artificial eye that he would take out and, you know, chase us kids around with it and stuff like that, because he was the fun grandpa, right? I mean, he was the only grandpa I knew, but anyway, he was the fun grandpa. But his wife, Momo, took his eyeball and soaked it in alcohol to clean it or something. Anyway, his eyeball melted. So, and with that note, I'm gonna leave you to enjoy the rest of your Friday, and remember that I love you and Jesus loves you, and I hope he's coming back soon, because I don't like this weather anymore. I'll be happy Sunday when it's back up to 70, or Wednesday when it's 77, although the gnats are gonna come out, but that's okay. Yeah, okay, bye. Love you, mean it. Okay, bye.